Here's what's going on. We've got all these health issues specifically amongst Black women. Why are we one of the smallest group of people in the States, yet the highest number of cancers, mortality rates when it comes to giving birth, blood pressure, obesity, everything? What's the problem? I think the problem is we are not advocating for our health enough. Now, I'm not saying don't listen to your doctor at all. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to start doing your own research. And I'm going to tell you 5 reasons why you can't listen to every single thing that they say. It is not Bible. Number 1. Doctors are for us about 50%. Other than them caring for us, diagnosing us, giving us medications and all that stuff, they have to think about themselves. They got to think about the hospitals that they work for. They have to think about the pharmaceutical companies that pretty much, offer medication to them. They got to think about everything else, including their patients. So you have to think, when you look at the doctor's realm and everything that they're responsible for, we're only 50%. So if we as a group are 50%, how much does the individual get? And you cannot take those numbers and put it 100% when it comes to your health, right? Let's break this down a little bit more. So if I'm going to go see my doctor, she's getting paid to treat me, see me, bill me, and give me medication. If I break my knee, it makes more sense to have surgery than for me to leave her facility and go to like a physical therapist, which she makes no money from, and get healed that way. And if I'm having fertility issues, she makes more money by making sure that, hey, try this test that I'm going to get charged for. Take this medication that I'm going to get charged for. Go see this other specialist that I'm going to get charged for. Versus, no, leave my facility, make me no money, and do the holistic way and then heal yourself. I'm not saying all doctors are bad. I have one. I have a pretty good relationship with mine. She's really cute and she dresses really, really nice. Just saying. But when it comes to my doctor and your doctor, again, you're in that 50% pool. So she's only going to give me as much as her job allows her to. So when it comes to your doctors, have a good understanding that you are in that 50% pool and then they have 50% responsibilities and you're just one person in that other pool. So don't expect 100% of your health needs and requirements to be met fully when you're in this small ass pool. Number 2, they're never going to agree with your holistic care. That is just never going to happen. These are medical professionals. It's just not going to happen. We might want it to happen. You might even try to convince them. But unless they're a holistic doctor, she's going to tell you to take the medicine. Because it's science. The 1 + 1 is always going to be 2 to them. If you try to convince them 1 + 1 could mean 3, it's just not going to happen. Stop expecting them to approve holistic care. It's not their job. And remember, they don't get paid for this. They get paid to see you, treat you, medicate you, and for you to keep coming on back. It makes no sense. If we could all heal ourselves holistically, they would not have a job. Stop expecting them to agree with your holistic care needs. Now, some of them can say, it doesn't hurt. Like when I talk to my GYN and I say, I do yoni steaming, she's just like, okay, take this metformin though. And I'm just like, I'm going to just get myself together and not focus too much on this medication that you're pumping into my body. But I'm going to be honest with you. Like she's just like what she say. She goes, I'll be honest with you. I don't know what it's going to do, but I know what this medicine is going to do. So give it a try. It's not going to hurt. As long as it doesn't hurt and we work together, we're good. But don't expect your doctor to agree with your holistic needs, because why would you go back? If you could heal yourself and not need them to scan you and poke you and all this other stuff, they would not be working. Doctors make a lot of money. And it's because you're working within this 50% pool. Remember that. Number 3, they are paid to give you medicine. I don't know how many of you are unaware of this, but pharmaceutical companies, guess who they work for or they work with? They work with doctors. So I'm not saying that they will purposely give you something to harm you, but if you have a problem, they're going to give you some medication to solve it. Sometimes it is a Band-Aid over a cut or a Band-Aid over a bullet wound. You have to figure out yourself what type of medication it is, what are the long-term effects, how much does this benefit you than them? You have to do your own homework when it comes to the medication. They work with pharmaceutical companies. So if she has a flood of clients that are patients that have all kind of issues with, I don't know, blood clots, these pharmaceutical companies are going to come in and say, hey, give them this and I will give you that. And everybody's happy. You may be cured or helped, but for how long? So when it comes to their medicines, understand that it's not saying that it's malicious, but they work with pharmaceutical companies. If the pharmaceutical companies weren't there and we all went holistic, would we need pharmaceutical companies? Probably not. There was I think the CEO of some cancer pharmaceutical company, he said, I'm not here to cure cancer. He specifically said that. He said, I'm not here to cure cancer. I'm here to make money. Guess who he talks to? Not me. He ain't talking to you either. He's talking to the doctors and to the hospitals when it comes to treatment needs. So keep this in mind when you're presented with a new medicine. Number 4, they are practicing doctors. That means they don't always get it right. They are practicing, as in, I'm not saying that you're just like a little trial, but they're practicing physicians, which means they're human. Every patient is different. Everyone's going to respond differently to different medication. So therefore, they're not always going to get it right. And that's no one else's fault. I mean, if you're different from patient Z and your patient, J, things are different. But they are going to say, give this a try. I don't know any doctor that will guarantee something's going to work at 100% because they know everyone is different. Keep this in mind if you're trying to think that your doctor is God, because they're not. They are practicing physicians. They are making sure that they can help you as much as they can at no fault of theirs. When they subscribe something to you, it is to help, not hurt. Number 5, you are not their only patient. I know sometimes women like to think they're so special. I have this type of relationship with my GYN and we're cool. My sister told me that she goes and she has drinks with hers. That's cool. Mine is like a cute doctor. I'll tell you the way she dresses. Like, oh my God, she slays. I would love to have drinks with her. However, I know I ain't that special. I heard even at the hospital that I go to for my annuals, my doctor sees about 20 patients a day, 5 days a week. That's a whole lot of pussy in your face. So imagine in a month. I'm not her only patient. She doesn't wake up in the morning thinking about me. My mother would, but she's not my mother. But when it comes to doctors, you are one of many patients. So they're in and they're out. They're coming in. What's going on with you? Here's the solution. Give it a try. Call me if you need anything else. And then they're gone. I'm not supposed to spend more time with the lady that gives our blood pressure, that takes our blood pressure, than the actual doctor. So I want you to think twice about putting 100% trust in your doctors. Again, you're one in many. Not saying you're not special. I'm not saying you don't even have a good relationship with yours. It's important to have a good relationship with your doctor. However, you're one in many. So there's only so much that they can do to help you. Be your own healthcare advocate. Thanks for watching. If you like what you heard and saw, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the comments.